Now, Shivamogga in Karnataka is on the edge after the murder of Bajrang Dal activist. The saffron outfit took out a massive protest over the killing of 26-year-old Harsha. Some incidents of stone pelting were reported. India Today's reporter on the ground, Nolan Pinto, captured window panes of nearby shops being damaged. While the Karnataka government has said that there is no link of the murder to the hijab controversy raging in the state, several BJP leaders have made statements suggesting otherwise. BJP General Secretary C.T. Ravi tweeted to say the pro-hijab protester Muskan, who went viral after shouting Allahu Akbar while being surrounded by saffron shawl protesters, is safe. Harsh is no more.
ಬಹುಶಃ ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ಕೇಸಿನಿಂದ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಜರುಗುತ್ತವೆ. ಬಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದುತ್ವದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಯಾರು ಹಿಂದುತ್ವದ ಪರವಾಗಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಹಿಜಾಬ್ ವಿರುದ್ಧ ಮಾತಾಡಿದಾಗ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಘಟನೆಗಳು ಜರುಗುತ್ತವೆ.
Big questions demanding answers. Was Harsha murdered for protesting against hijab? If the probe is still on, how can the Bombay government say that there is a link to hijab? How can they conclude it? Has Harsha murder made the communal tensions much more worse that we've been seeing in fact for days together in several districts of Karnataka? Why are BJP and the government divided on reasons for Harsha's death? Protest murders to polarize before Karnataka elections? That's a question that many are asking. Is there a bid to polarize? Also, the government and the BJP seem to be divided on this entire matter. And staying with this story, the gruesome murder of a 23-year-old Bajrang Dal activist who took part in anti-hijab protests in Karnataka, Shivamogga, has unleashed a fresh political storm. Bajrang Dal workers took out a procession carrying the body of Harsha, who was stabbed to death. This procession turned violent and the protesters pelted stones on various shops, breaking their windows. Section 144 has been imposed in the district and 3 miscreants have been arrested by the cops. Karnataka Minister K. Ishwarappa has alleged that goons from a particular religious community killed the Bajrang Dal activist, and such an incident was earlier unheard of in Shivamogga. Ishwarappa has accused the Congress Karnataka chief D.K. Shivkumar of instigating goons for the murder. D.K. Shivkumar hit back, saying the police have to probe the matter and BJP is trying to frame him. Karnataka Home Minister has, however, said the murder does not look related to the hijab controversy, adding that probe is underway. The BJP seems to be split, with the Chief Minister saying something, Home Minister and former Chief Minister denying the link of hijab. MLAs C.T. Ravi, Renukacharya have linked it to the hijab controversy. Ravi said the girl Muskan, who chanted Allahu Akbar, is safe, but Harsha is dead.
ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ್ ಗೂಂಡಾಗಳು ಕೊಲೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಂದೂ ಕೂಡ ಈ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನರ ಬಾಲ ಬಿಚ್ಚಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದರೆ ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಈ ಧ್ವಜದ ವಿಚಾರ ಬಂದಂಥ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರಿ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಮೈದಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರಧ್ವಜವನ್ನು ಇಳಿಸಿ ಭಗವದ್ ಧ್ವಜವನ್ನು ಏರಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 50 ಲಕ್ಷ ಶಾಲ್ಗಳನ್ನು, ಕೇಸರಿ ಶಾಲನ್ನು ಸೂರತ್ನಿಂದ ತಂದು ಹಂಚಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ ಲಾರಿಗಳು ನನಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು. ಈ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಚೋದನಕಾರಿ ಹೇಳಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಡಿ.ಕೆ. ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿಕೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೋ ಅದು ಈ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನ್ ಗೂಂಡಾಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಕುಮ್ಮಕ್ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ.
I have no way connected to all these activities. We are only fighting for our national flag and the constitution. Apart from that, we are not. Though he spoke some nonsense in the assembly, I have not provoked or I have not spoken on that issue. I don't want it to make it a political issue. Political issues will be settled at the later course. Now it is the pride of our country.
The death of one boy called Harsha is known as Hindu Harsha only because he belongs to Sangathan. From yesterday night, the whole thing has been, investigation has been started. There are some clues and the investigation is going on. I have got information that they got some leads. Probably they will take up to the logical conclusion very shortly. Siddaramaiah sees politics, he talks only illogical things.
Is there any link or connection to the ongoing hijab row?
ಇದುವರೆಗೆ ನನಗೆ ಹಾಗೆ ಅನಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದಕ್ಕೂ ಲಿಂಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಇದು ಪ್ರತ್ಯೇಕ ಪ್ರಕರಣ. ಇನ್ನು ವಿಚಾರಣೆಯಿಂದ ಹೊರಗೆ ಬರಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ.
about 20 years has been murdered yesterday. 4 or 5 persons collude in this. And already our Home Minister given the statement they are going to arrest culprits. And I will condemn this incident. And such things should not be happened anywhere in the state. So we will take appropriate action as early as possible.
So do you think this is because of hijab issue also, do you feel so?
No, I don't think so.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Completely condemn the act of by an individual or a group who have murdered Bajrang Dala activists. The person whoever is involved in this act, they'll be immediately arrested. Action will be taken against them, and will ensure that the law of the land is protected and the peace will be promoted and law and order will be enforced.
The youngster has been murdered by 6 people. Now, I condemn this murder because we believe in non-violence. We believe in non-violence. Congress party is for non-violence. Whoever there as accused persons in this murder case, they must be booked. I demand the Home Minister resignation because he is from Shimoga district.
When this Karavali issue started, on that day itself I predicted, ultimately this kind of development will going to take place. At last, yesterday we have seen a death of a boy, a poor man boy, poor family. This is their achievement. Both Congress and BJP, I think, instead of showing pity on them, they can enjoy now. They achieved to destabilize the peace of this state.
Being said, it's related to the hijab controversy in Karnataka. What do you have to say?
I am dead against this kind of.
Because of Bajrang Dal worker.
We started it. We started it in 1948, January 30th, with one murder. It's continuing.
My colleague Nagarjun is getting us more details on that big story. He joins us from the capital city of Bengaluru. Nagarjun, interesting developments and politics being played on this issue. It's extremely unfortunate that right now there are certain politicians who've come out and even without an investigation being carried out have linked this directly to the hijab controversy, knowing very well that it will further polarize the situation.
Well, that is true. It seems like conscious decisions or statements that the politicians are making, and they are in responsible posts. Instead of calming down the situation, they are making more provocation statements and linking it to the hijab row, when people in chair like Chief Minister, former Chief Minister Yediyurappa, Mr. Chief Minister Mr. Bommai, the Home Minister, all three of them have said till now we have not picked up anything credible linked to the hijab row. But however, BJP MLAs have made a remark that it has been done in behalf of hijab row, and Harsha was a part of this anti-hijab protest, and that's why he was targeted. This will only vitiate the atmosphere in Shimoga is what people feel. We have seen how stone pelting has occurred last night, and today also twice, 2 incidents of stone pelting, and also tear gas has been used. Rapid action force has been put in place to control the situation. Ishwarappa, who was in Bangalore this morning, has moved back to Shimoga. He was a part of the procession when Harsha's body final procession was happening. So it doesn't send out a good message because before credible evidences have taken place, before the Home Minister could put out an official statement, people in the party and people in power have been speaking of hijab row and linking this protest to the hijab row and linking this murder to the hijab row. This will only vitiate the atmosphere. But however, what we are picking up is 2 people have been detained, and the local from Shimoga and the local police, Shimoga police themselves have arrested, is what we are told. But yet we are not, they have not ascertained do they belong to any organization? Is it because of hijab? Is it because of personal enmity? Or is there any other angle involved? These are the information that will come only as the day progresses, when the situation is come. Because remember, we have been trying to call the Superintendent of Police, the SP of Shimoga, the IGP of the Eastern Range. Everyone are on ground busy. Their phones are away. They're trying. The first important thing for them to do is control the situation, bring the situation to normal. Dissemination of information will take the step behind. At this point of time in Shimoga, people need to be peaceful and calm, and that's what the Chief Minister also has tweeted, saying, I have instructed all the police officials to investigate this fast. But as of now...
All right, we'll just come back to you for more details on that. Meanwhile, tension prevails in Karnataka's Shivamogga after a 23-year-old Bajrang Dal worker was murdered amid the escalating controversy over the hijab. Protesters carried out funeral procession. Mortal remains of Harsha have been taken to his residence amid police security after post-mortem. Large number of workers of Hindu organizations took part in the procession. The victim, Harsha, was murdered at around 9 p.m. Sunday night. He had earlier taken part in anti-hijab protests. According to preliminary reports, he was stabbed to death by unknown miscreants. He was admitted to MG Gun Hospital in Shivamogga district but succumbed to injuries. An investigation is underway into this matter and the police has nabbed 3 miscreants. They are being questioned as of now. Following the murder, a large number of angry protesters torched several vehicles in the Sigi Hatti area. After tension, all schools and colleges have been shut in Shivamogga. Section 144 has been imposed and in surrounding areas, also in the main town. This until the 23rd day of February, 2 days from now. Meanwhile, Karnataka Home Minister has met with the family of the deceased Bajrang Dal activist in Shivamogga. He is assured to punish the culprits. He said that 4 to 5 people could be involved in the murder.
23 ವರ್ಷದ ಯುವಕ ನಡೆದು ಬರುವಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆನ್ನಟ್ಟಿ ಅವನು ಓಡಿಸಾಡಿ ಅವನಿಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅನೇಕ ಇಂಜುರಿಗಳು ಅವನ ಮೈ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಗಿದೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ದುರದೃಷ್ಟಕರವಾಗಿರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಇನ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಇದು. ನಾನು ಅದನ್ನ ಕಂಡೆಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
As of today, you are seeing it's very peaceful. So, but we are put a full force deployment. Also, you saw that local police, the district police, RAF, and KSRP, everybody is deployed here. So, we are taking utmost care to maintain the law and order situation in the Shivamogga city, especially. So, we declared a 144 also.
Let's take a look at the timeline of this murder. The 1st of January, India Today, remember, broke the big hijab story that now is grabbing national and international headlines. On the 7th of February, Harsha, an anti-hijab protest in Shivamogga Sahyadri College. In fact, a protest took place in which Harsha participated. On the 7th of February, again, Harsha posted anti-hijab protest photographs on his Facebook account. On the 8th of February, saffron flag was hoisted at Shivamogga Government College. On the 20th, Harsha was murdered by car-borne assailants. On the 21st of February, there was an angry response with stone pelting and arson that has been witnessed, that we've been reporting on non-stop. On the 21st, again, Section 144 has been imposed. Security has been increased again. Today, 3 suspects have been detained for the murder of Harsha. Karnataka High Court hearing on hijab controversy is underway. Meanwhile, controversy in the matter continues to grow. Former actor Zahira Wasim has voiced opinions on the hijab issue, criticizing the ban on hijab, but also saying that hijab is not a choice, but an obligation in Islam. AIMIM Chief Asauddin Owaisi, while addressing a rally, dared that he will continue to keep a beard and wear a skull cap, and Muslim women will wear hijab. Owaisi said the constitution gives the right to maintain one's identity. On the other hand, Karnataka opposition leader and former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has hit out at the BJP-run state government. On Friday, the Karnataka government contended before the High Court that the hijab is not an essential religious practice of Islam and preventing its use did not violate Article 25 of the Indian Constitution. The matter reached the High Court on the 10th of February, and since then the hearing has been underway.
तुमको मुझे गाड़ी पसंद नहीं है, कोई परवाह नहीं, मैं गाड़ी छोड़ूंगा। तुमको मेरे सर पर टोपी पसंद नहीं है, मैं टोपी पहनूंगा। तुमको हिजाब पसंद नहीं है, मेरी बेटी पहनेगी। मैं क्या तुम्हारा गुलाम हूँ? मैं क्या तुम्हारा खरीदी हूँ? मैं क्या तुम्हारे इशारे पर पर फेंक दूंगा, क्या तुम्हारे हुक्म पर नीचे गिर जाऊंगा? नहीं, हम गर्दन झुकाएंगे तो अपने करीम के आगे। जानों का सौदा कर चुके दुनिया में रहेंगे तो भारत के संविधान के तहत अपनी शनाख्त को बरकरार रख के जिंदा